Everybody's done it at least once. Some people do it every day. Today, we're talking about procrastination. Hey there, I'm Gracie. So procrastination has become a billion-dollar industry. Between accountability coaches, therapy, and all the books that have been published, there is a lot of room to save money if you can just figure out how to put off procrastination. Mindset coaches are generally going to work to inspire you with solutions. I, however, am very scientifically minded, so I'm going to present you with analysis and solutions, and in this case, poems, to help spice up this very stressful topic of procrastination. Today we're covering the 2 needs of all procrastinators, the 3 types of tasks, and the 6 persona of procrastination. I like to always start with the why bother. Today's is analysis. This is why I do what I do. People can get really down on themselves regarding this topic of procrastination. Oftentimes, we feel at fault or place blame on ourselves, and all of a sudden, we're smack dab in the middle of a dark thought alley, trying to dodge negative self-talk and increasing anxiety. So how do we rectify this? Here comes our first formula. Analysis. Through analyzing the task and ourselves, we can then approach the situation with the appropriate strategy, which immediately reduces stress and anxiety and saves time. In short, this is the glory of analysis. I love analyzing like a good chocolate croissant. Now, let's look at our task in a new way. There are 3 types of tasks that we as humans genuinely put off: required, beneficial, and fulfilling. Say I've watched too much Queer Eye, but I can't help but notice oftentimes we either pay more attention to one or ignore one more than the rest of them. This isn't set in stone. It does differ for everybody, and it can change over time. It's just good to have an idea of where you are. Required tasks look like the ways we serve our family, work, school, community. Think about the ways you contribute to society. Society is, in fact, our key word when we think about required tasks. Beneficial tasks look like health management and maintenance, our exercise, our diet. So think about lifestyle, because this is going to be including things like doctor and dentist appointments, fitness instruction, the things we know we should do, but don't always do them. Fulfilling tasks is our last task type. What this includes is creating, hobbies, learning new things, and generally just playing. This is the things we really want to do. So our key word for fulfilling tasks is passions. I have really been in a place where I've only been working with my fulfilling tasks and ignored quite a bit of the other 2. And this is because for many years, I did not do any of the fulfilling tasks at all. And that has made a situation now where my procrastinating has changed. And you have to be aware when this happens so that you can address it. I want to do one example for these tasks. We're going to use home. Cleaning your home is going to be the required task. Organizing your home is beneficial. And decorating your home or doing gardening or redoing and making a little space, that's going to be the fulfilling tasks of your home. There are 2 basic needs of all procrastinators. Sometimes you only need one, sometimes both, and it can change. Your biggest procrastination observation is going to be revolving around which one of these you actually need. I'm talking mindfulness and motivation. I included in our freebie today a teeny flowchart to help you figure out where you're at. That's all I'm going to say about that for right now. We're going to be using these 2 needs to look at the 6 personas of procrastination. We have the daydreamer, the planner, the indecisive, and the lollygagger. This is our first group of 4. And I refer to you, unfortunately, as procrasti peeps because I could never come up with a better name. Sorry. These are in poem form because I used to be a children's librarian. As a kid, I loved poetry, And that's just how it came out. I guess my inner child wanted to play. So here we go. The daydreamer. Focus eludes you. Thought clouds are your thing. Remember, actualizing the end result, no matter how it may seem, can honestly be better than whatever the dream. The planner. You crave execution. Without strategy, you're lost. But the I's have been dotted and the T's have been crossed. Put down the paper and put down the pen. It is time now for the real work to begin. The indecisive. Of any task you see all angles, options, and sides. But when it comes to decisions, you actually hide. Decision making is your enemy and causes a sigh. But what you need to remember, my friend, is to pick one and try. The last on our list is the lollygagger. Anything and everything is simply more fun than the one task that needs to be done. Rushing is your nemesis and hustling your foe. But here is one thing you really must know. Establishing your reason and claiming your why will always be your most productive and helpful ally. So those 4 procrasti peeps, you can kind of see may all need a dash of motivation. But our next 2 personas are special in that, are they really even procrastinating? We must take into consideration that historically we have never been so inundated with distractions. Because of this, it has become increasingly difficult to focus. And just know it isn't you. The truth is we could do so many things at any given time. There is such a demand for our attention that we basically live in a society that breeds ADD like hunting dogs, okay? This leads to what I lovingly refer to as the accidental procrastinator. The accidental. You don't mean to forget, distractions abound. When you went to do the thing, your phone made a sound. Mindfulness, my friend, will be your key to unlock the door to an intentional and efficient reality. And last but not least, the hologram. You always say yes and follow the rules, but that only creates a plate too full. You fear the word no as seeming unkind. You only think you put off. What you really need is time to unwind. So we see with the accidental procrastinator that isn't actually actively procrastinating. It's just not being mindful enough. And same for the hologram. When we think about the accidental procrastinator, a lot of the time it looks something like this. For the hologram procrastinator, motivation isn't your problem, but mindfulness may be. Because of overloaded plates, high aspirations, or societal pressures, you feel as if you're always procrastinating something, when really your to-dos are too long. Maybe, just maybe, you're trying to do too much. You are only human. I want to stress for a moment how important it is to understand a bit about your distractions. Because of that, I've included in the freebie today a few worksheets to guide you along. It's really important because it's a really big part of our society. It's not going anywhere. The sooner we learn how to deal with distractions, the better off we'll be. Now for the 12 tricks, traps, and hacks of procrastination, as well as my personal winning formula. Let's go. Name your distractions. Double check to see if you are actually procrastinating. Maybe you're just overwhelmed. When applicable, say screw it and come back later, or not at all. Release perfectionistic tendencies. Break steps down into smaller tasks to help maintain motivation. Eliminate all distractions. Hide your phone if you have to. Consider mood and brain-boosting foods to beat procrastination. Less planning, more rapid action. Focus on the benefits of completing the task. Beware of changing priorities. Be flexible with your approach. And now, last but not least, my winning formula. Can't have/do X until X is done. It seems simple, but it works. We've all seen how well bribery can go over, and it even works when we do it to ourselves. Just saying. Story time. Not mine, yours. As you write the story of your life, procrastination aside, think about who you want to be. Here's a quick breakdown of 12 kinds of people that do not procrastinate. Are you ready? Here we go. We've got your goal setters, icons, legends, path forgers, change makers, innovators, risk takers, superstars, inspiring people, successful people, hustlers, and CEOs. All right, guys, that is it. I am sure some of these insights will help you put off procrastination for good. If you need some more resources, whether it's naming your distractions, figuring out your needs, or personas, be sure to check the description box below for any corresponding blog posts as well as your freebie. Next week, we are covering Motivation Mojo, so be sure to tune in. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.